it downfield. It is caught. John Moran in the clutch. Oh my word. Oh my God. Deep to right field. Way up there and way out.
Down the sideline, Jefferson. Another huge run. Jalen Red broke tackle, stayed on his feet.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Blake's Take with yours truly, Blake Neiman. And this MLB season has been like no other. Sticky stuff protocol, a runner automatically on second in the extra innings, and playing an MLB game in Iowa at the Field of Dreams. But perhaps the most perplexing part of this season has been how often we are seeing pitchers walk all over batting lineups. 8 pitchers this season have gone the distance and thrown a no-hitter, with the most recent coming from the Arizona Diamondbacks rookie left-hander Tyler Gilbert, who threw no-hit the San Diego Padres elite lineup in his first career start on Saturday night. Gilbert becomes just the 4th player ever to throw a no-hitter in his first career start, with the last coming by Bob Holliman in 1953. Like I said, Gilbert's no-hitter was the 8th in the 2021 Major League season, which ties the all-time record of most no-hitters thrown in a single season, which was set in 1884. But just when you think that this is such a rare occurrence, the very next day, Tristan McKenzie came within 4 outs of throwing just the 24th perfect game in MLB history. Had McKenzie been able to complete the bid for history, then his would have been the first perfect game in the major leagues since Mariners' Felix Hernandez achieved the rare feat exactly 9 years ago on August 15th, 2012. McKenzie retired the first 23 Detroit Tigers he faced on Sunday until Harold Castro lined one to right field with 2 outs in the 8th inning. His final stat line for the game was 8 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, no walks, and just 1 hit allowed. That stat line still speaks even more volumes to how much pitchers have been able to accomplish this season, and how little hitters have been able to. As far as lineups go, there seems to be some that have struggled more than others, with the Mariners, Rangers, and Indians both being no-hit twice this season. Back then, if a hitter hit for 240 batting average, it would have been a disappointment. Yet now, that's above average, as there has only been 7 teams hitting above 250 and 12 teams hitting at least 240. Through June, the league was hitting an all-time low 236 batting average. In 1968, the league hit 237 after the 1968 season. And that resulted in the MLB lowering the mound and tightening the strike zone. Pitchers had simply become too dominant. We're right back in the same spot. While it seems the masses would rather complain about the hitters, the simple reality is the pitchers as a whole are simply just too good. All of the previous 7 pitchers who have thrown no-hitters this season in 2021, they have all kind of stuff that would have been made them elite pitchers several decades ago. But none of them had pre-2021 track records that suggested them being more than just good pitchers to varying degrees. Pitching is better than ever before in 2021, which furthers the problem baseball has with the lack of in-game action that we've been discussing now for a while. The 3 true outcomes, walks, home runs, and strikeouts, have been far too much of the game recently. Yet the league did absolutely nothing to carve into the strikeouts besides enforcing foreign substance rules, which hasn't been too much of a problem ever since it has been enforced, except as making players mad. The strikeout rate is the highest it has ever been, batting average is the lowest it's ever been, and defenders are faster than they've ever been. So when you put all those together, doing the math, we're going to keep seeing no-hitters at the highest rate we've ever seen. Baseball realized in 1968 that the pitchers had gotten too good and made an adjustment that needed to be made. The mound was lowered and the strike zone was adjusted. Will a similar adjustment be made in 2022? If hitters continue to struggle like this, maybe. But baseball is evolving more than ever, changing the reality of a hitter's situation facing these elite pitchers with so much stuff 99 mile an hour fastballs, over 100 with Jacob deGrom, and then you come at you with a 90 mile an hour slider. It's dang near impossible for a hitter to get his pitch and drive it where he wants to. It's very difficult for hitters these days, and it's on the MLB to make it more entertaining for the public, because the public has lost interest because it's pretty much so much pitchers and less action in the field. And when we get the action in the field, that's all part of the game. So we'll see how the MLB makes an adjustment, because I don't know if this really isn't good for the game. I mean, pitchers obviously love it because they're helping their team dominate and stuff, but the hitters, that's what's made this game so popular, is the home runs, the big hits, the big plays in the defensive action. That's what makes it baseball good. And so I hope the MLB will make a change, or the hitters will actually start being able to hit the ball, but it's going to be hard to hit those tough pitches that the elite guys are throwing at them. So we'll see what happens. Hope you all enjoyed this episode of Blake's Take. You can catch all of it and more on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or YouTube. And I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day.